What's going on, everybody? Anon here. And for those of you who didn't see, it looks like the Pokemon Company just leased a massive printing facility, 1.2 million square feet. 400,000 of it is already in process. For those of you who haven't watched the channel, I've been just repeating what the Pokemon Company's been telling me since May of 2025, that they are significantly increasing capacity in Q1, and there's some big time reprints coming. But, you know, everybody thought I was full of shit. So we'll see. Anyway, want to walk through the warehouse. We spent all day after shipping like 1,400 orders for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the way through, second wave of releases and Phantasmal Flames. We had a chance to clean up. So I just want to walk through it real quick. Just talk about some of the product that we have and kind of what it looks like in a warehouse that's not completely mayhem. So here we have Tarkir Commander decks. And up there, we have a lot of cardboard boxes. And for those of you that are looking at getting into this industry, you're going to have to spend so much fucking money on cardboard boxes. It's absolutely insane. We've tried to standardize the size of boxes that we have, but it's a lot. And here we can see Pallet. These are all Tarkir. We got Tarkir here. We got two Tarkirs on that side. Here we have some Final Fantasy, some Edge of Eternities, some Aether Drift. But one of my favorite things to do in Magic is when WotC comes out with reprints of Commander displays, you buy them, because the odds of them going down is virtually zero. The game's not going to die. As much as they stub their toe, people still love the product. So over here we have, this is Bloomburrow. A lot of Bloomburrow. This is what the pallets look like when they come directly from the factory. We just stack some on top. More Bloomburrow. Then we get to Bloomburrow again. And here we get to LCI. So, Lost Caverns of Ixalan. This, quite honestly, is my favorite. This is most likely the last reprint of LCI. It's going on 3 years old. Around 2.5 years, 3 years old. So I think this is the last one. So we have LCI there. More LCI here. And then we go to Duskborn. So this is a pallet of Duskborn with some randos on top here. And the shitty part about pallets is you see down there, there's a lot of damage on the bottom just from logistics and things like that. So you almost have to break singles at some point, because for me to send that back and get $110, $113, whatever, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. So I just have to figure out a way to make it work, because the rest of the palette is quite honestly pure gold. So we're going to go over here. There's a lot of stuff to go through. This is another palette. This is a super palette, if you will. This is Duskborn as well. Commander deck. Oh, right, let's go to the side here. Let's cut this open to figure out what this is. There we go. Duskborn. There we have more pallets of cardboard. Some shelving. When we get around to it, we'll do that. I want to go into the card sorter real quick. This is the sorting room. That is all the chaff, shrapnel, whatever from Avatar Jumpstart. Those are all the decks that really have no value right now. At some point, we'll rip them. But right now, there's no reason to. You guys can see here, we have TLA beginner boxes. They're sitting right next to the Roka for a very valid reason. They are going to get shredded because, quite honestly, they're not worth it to sell, and they are worth it for singles. And then we have the Fizz Batch here. Fizz Batch is it's really quick when it comes to sifting, but it's not very good at alphabetizing. So we will, all kinds of fun stuff here. Oh yeah, we have some Doctor Who decks, some Bloomburrow. I actually forgot those were here. And then just a bunch of other things. This is kind of how we pick singles. There's not a whole lot left on TCG Player. We don't really focus on the singles business, but all of that's there. So now we're gonna go back outside. Trash out there. So that is the Commander decks. This is the packing table here. You can see we have a bubble wrap, we have paper, feeders there. So we have Shopify TCG Player, Maniple on occasion when we run sales on there. We do have some stuff actively listed, and then a lot of private sales through Discord. We have some sorcery cases that just came in. That's actually beta. One of the distributors was running a closeout on that. This is kind of the remains of all the one-off stuff that we got for Pokemon, for Scarlet Violet. You know, working on organizing this at some point, probably tomorrow. We have some Riftbound decks. If anybody wants any, feel free to PM me. We have Victor, Jinx, Focus there. Wait, hold on. There's more Jinx. There we go. Lisa. So we got 2 cases of each. Put these back in place. There we go. We're gonna go over here real quick. This is just kind of the rando aisle. This is all kind of random shit from Scarlet and Violet. EX boxes, June EX box. Here we have trainer toolkits from 2024. And we have 3-pack blisters, 3-pack blisters, Obsidian 3-pack blisters. There's all kinds of fun stuff here. These are interesting. These mini portfolios, these have, I think this is the little 60 card plastic, like mini, card thing. But it also comes with, I think, 1 prismatic pack each. So that was really, really interesting. We didn't get a whole lot of those. We have the build and battles. There's been so many build and battles from Destin coming. Let's see, some other stuff here. And then we'll go up to, that's what's left of our calendars. We sold a ton of calendars. Selling through the store, sold a lot of them privately. We have some boxes up there. That is a September EX tin, so I think that is the Team Rocket tins. These are all Mega Lucario boxes here. Those are all the 2025 Pokeballs, 2024 Pokeballs. This is a little bit of cash here, so that's 151 Sealed Master. Then we have the Euro Prismatic bundles. You can see here, printed in Netherlands and Hungary. So we do a lot of importing from Europe. The economy in Europe versus here is a little bit different. Eastern Europe, Western Europe, there's certainly ways to get it back to the country. It's been a little bit more complicated with tariffs, but since a lot of these, like 151, for example, it says printed in the USA. So there is a return home exemption that you can use. Here we have this. These are all ETBs of Twilight. This is from the most recent reprint, Twilight. These are Twilight cases that came open from distribution. Thank you guys, appreciate that. One of the things I mentioned last night is, there's a whole new group of investors who like to have their cases pristine, and I don't blame them at all. But distribution doesn't think that way, which is really, really shitty. So we get a lot of stuff that's broken. Those are all Euro cases, SV1, SV4, and SV5. So base, temporal, and paradox. This is kind of the remains of MEO1. See, we have a bunch of sleeve boosters, 3-pack blisters, some stray boxes, some build and battles, a couple of cases of ETBs. These actually came from PhD. These are really interesting. These are, I think, 1-pack blisters, like hanger packs. I didn't want to open them, but they also don't have stickers on, so they're kind of weird. And then I have a non-enhanced case, which is kind of cool. This is kind of for me right now. Yeah, as we figure out, are the reprints going to have inserts? Are they going to have box toppers or not? Here's Phantasmal. Not a whole lot left now. Granted, I have not gotten all of Wave 2 from my distributors. I've gotten it from most of them. I think I have 2 strays. This is a whole row of... This is Astral Radiance 3-pack blisters. I imported all of these from Europe. Again, completely different economy. This is my One Piece section. It's coming. We got 2 Legends case, Legacy the Master case. I ran a Black Friday sale, and I had both of these cases for $1,100 each. Nobody bought them. The OP13 sold out. The PBO2 sold out. Nobody bought them. And then in the last week, everybody and their brother's like, can I get the same price? And it's like, well, no, I'm just going to hold on to them and sell them because everything went absolutely batshit crazy. I think these are like $1,600, $1,700 a case right now, which is crazy. But as we go into OP04, PRB 03, and then obviously OP15, 16, 17, we're going to get a meaningful allocation because we're running a ton of events on it. So we're going to go up here real quick. So this is all of the Mewtwo battle decks that cost me 17, 18 bucks. Currently selling for 14, so there they go until it's time to do something with them. Those are, oh my god, it's so hard to see the collector chests. This is only wave 1. But again, I think there's 6 packs in each one of those, and there's really not much to do with them right now. These are the October battle decks. So this is the Gengar and Diancie decks, I believe. This is the November TBD box. And above it, you just have the TBD box. I think the ones up top are the Venusaur. These are the Mega Kangaskhan. So I haven't run sales on these yet. I'm just kind of waiting for the market to settle down a little bit in the new year. And then we go over here. We have these are all the trainer toolkits from 2025. We have a couple cases of Surging Sparks. And we go to another wall. So up there, these are all Paldean Fate sticker collections. Some of these I imported from Europe. Some of these are obviously from distribution. We have the Salamence Reshiram cases. These things are pure gold in my opinion. The fact that they're still selling sub $60 is actually embarrassing. We have some Shadow Fable booster bundles. Again, these are from European exclusive. Some SV06. So this is Twilight ETBs here. Here we go. We have this giant ladder, which is an absolute godsend with the shelving that we have. We have Shrouded Fable ETBs. That is the Roka case. We have the last 2 Blooming Waters we didn't sell. We have some Masks of Ogerpon cases. And then here's some additional SV 6.5, which is Shrouded Fable. So we are going to go into the money room here, or the fancy room, whatever you want to call it. So this is all prismatic ETB cases here. A couple strays that we got. I think those were from Magazine Exchange. You know, we just tend to buy everything that comes up for sale. SV07, which is Stellar. SV07, SV06, which is Twilight. Here, this should be familiar for those of you who have distro. These are Paldean Fates, Paradox Rift Build and Battle box cases. These are the heaviest cases on the planet. Some random ETBs, Paldean Fates, those are master cases of booster bundles. Moving on, everybody's favorite Armrogue EX boxes, some more SV07. More Build and Battle Stadiums. I have so many of those. Here we go, the mini tins for Prismatic. We have some Silver Tempest ETBs in the back here. We're getting deep. Accessory pouch cases. I actually have some more ETB cases back here. I didn't even know I had those. You can see them there. These are actually poster collections. Let's see. Pouch collections. That's weird. I'll have to look at those again. Here we have some text stickers. Booster bundle cases. These are all surprise box cases. That's like 4 or 5 rows deep. Here we have some more pouches. SV 8.5 accessory pouch. As we move on, real quick, this is the Weiss. So we have Freerin, Azure Lane. There's a bunch of Nikki in the back there. You have a little bit of Godzilla, which is kind of cool. We have a little bit of Vibes. That was kind of, are you interested? Sure, why not? A little bit of Cookie Run, which is actually, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy the game. So here, this is the Magic section. These are actually the Spider-Man action figures. We got a ton of these. We have pre-release pack, cases of Edge of Eternities. We have some pre-release packs here. Some more EOE. Final Fantasy Play. let's see here, Final Fantasy Play. These are Japanese print, which are really, really awesome. Avatar Play. We have Spider-Man bundles, some TDM Play, some Spider-Man regular bundles. I don't even know what this is. I think this is a couple Edge of Eternities boxes still. Just waiting on that reprint. Oh. Bloomborough starter. You got a Duskmorn pre-release pack back there. These are all Spider-Man boxes. Magic the Gathering starter kits. This was a pallet that we ended up taking with a bunch of other stuff. Ooh, Commander deck. This is in the wrong spot. I'll move those out. Some Final Fantasy bundles. This is Airbender pre-release. Some of these are really cool, but they're also garbage at the same time. These are the new Final Fantasy Game Edition. They're just priced way too high. We have a couple more items here. Airbender Scene. What is that? Final Fantasy Scene. Some more play boxes. And then in the back here, we have some more Airbender bundles. So, oh yeah. Yeah, these are all, yeah, I guess we don't have a whole lot of Final Fantasy Play left. They're kind of intermingled here. I gotta go through these and sort them out. But anyway, guys, that's a quick tour of the warehouse. Figured that would be a little bit of fun. You know, again, we just did the video with DJ Poke Center. I appreciate that, and you know, hope this was a fun tour. Later, guys.